Peace and blessing, everybody. Welcome to a new scarf tutorial. Just to begin with, I want to talk a little bit about the scarf that I'm wearing today. So I've been looking for a birthday look for a very long time, and I came up with this style a little while back, but I didn't have the right scarf for it. And I finally figured it out. The reason why it wasn't working is because my scarf was just not big enough. So I actually met up with the lovely sister at Modest Muslimah Clothing, which I'll be putting the link to in the description. And she's given me a bunch of her new scarves just to show you. They're all basically maxi scarves, which are pretty much amazing for coverage and everything and getting everything done. So there's this one that she's given me. And this one, which is just gorgeous. And the one that I have on my head. Now the thing with the one I'm wearing right now, it's actually not even out yet. She's given it to me because I fell in love with the fabric. It's actually super light, super comfortable. Like you can see, it's super see-through, but the fact of the matter is it's so big that I'm pretty sure I could wrap myself around like 5 times in it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It gives you tons of coverage. But it's also very light and very breathing, so I'm going to probably be spending most of summer in this. Now, the reason I chose this as my birthday look is, well, first of all, my birthday is on the 20th of March, which, if you guys look at your calendar, and every leap year, the 20th of March happens to be the, the first day of spring, according to our calendars. So, and it's also, by the way, I'd like to say a big hello and a peace and blessing to all the Persian sisters and brothers and sisters who are celebrating Nowruz? I can't pronounce it. Persian New Year's. I know it falls on my birthday or day after almost like every year. So, hi, peace and blessing. Hope you enjoy yourself and think about me and make dua for me on your Persian New Year's. But to get back to the birthday look. So it's the first day of spring every year, so I always called myself, my mom used to call me actually, her little spring princess. And so when I saw this scarf, and I was still looking for the right scarf for the look that I was going for, this scarf basically screamed birthday because it has all the beautiful flowers on it, and it's super flowy, and it's big enough for the look, and I think it goes great with my birthday tiara, which is a birthday tradition for many, many years now. So, yeah, this is the look that it comes out with. It's gorgeous. It has kind of a, you can see it here actually, and on this side. Like it has a bolder pattern on the edge, and in the center it has a little bit of a, like, much smaller pattern. So I guess if you wanted to just kind of move things around a little bit so that the lighter pattern is the one that kind of comes through, but I actually love having the slightly bolder pattern at the edge like this. It's very flowery, it's very spring to me, and the fabric is amazing. So I'm probably going to be winding up wearing her scarves all summer. I'm telling you now, like you'll probably see at least 2 or 3 more tutorials with her scarves because they're fantastic. So yeah, I told you I put the description there. On top of that, if you do contact his sister, she's just absolutely a darling. So works out for me. Works out for me because she actually does live in my area. So I wind up. I'm hoping that God willing, I'll get to hang out with her too. So works for me. But yeah, just in general, just contact her, and she's super kind, super sweet, and just a wonderful person altogether. And she has great scarves, and she understands what we need. So this is very exciting to me. Alright, so just stay tuned. I'll be showing you how to do this. Peace and blessing. So to get started, what you do need is an underscarf. I'm wearing some volume at the back, and as you can see, I am wearing my glasses. I don't usually wear my glasses for most tutorial. I think I only wore it in one other tutorial. But I do wear my glasses in real life once in a while. So, and this tutorial is kind of slightly altered so that I'm very comfortable in my glasses. I've been having a really dry eye lately, so I wind up having to wear my glasses a lot more because my contacts are irritating my eyes. So first, just put your maxi scarf on your head, pretty much even on each side with just whichever border you want on the side. Pull it to the back and then pull it together at the nape of your neck. I'm taking these very, very small straight pins. I don't know if you can see how tiny it is. Just those little tiny ones. I've been liking those lately, even though they can be kind of a pain with certain scarf, simply because they don't show when they're in the front. But you can always use the same, like the usual straight pins like these. Like there's no difference really. Just kind of a like I've taken for them. Alright, so pull both ends back to the front and put on your birthday tiara. Now you can also do this with a headband or any other look. As I said, this is a birthday tradition, so the tiara is mandatory for me. And this entire style is designed so that I kind of cover the lengths here. And that was kind of the entire idea when I started designing this specific style, was for the tiara. So tiara is not mandatory, but it looks darn good. So what you're going to do next, just take your edge and kind of pull it to the top of your scarf, top of your head. And then take your little straight pin and pin it down. And then just kind of pull it to the side. You're going to do the same thing on this side. And bring it, you can bring it either just right on top or just right next to. It's not that important as long as you do safety pin it. You do pin it so that it doesn't fall. There we go. See, and this is the part where having it as even as possible is going to make it look a lot better, because if you have one short end and one longer end, it might look a little funny, but not too picky. Then on one side, what you're going to do, as you can see, this is gigantic. That's why I love maxi scarves. And if you're not sure what is considered a maxi scarf, you can go onto my blog. I have an article called Scarves, Sizes, Types, Fabrics. Oh my, something like that. I'll give you the actual wording in the link, but basically it's just about all the different types of scarves you can find on the market and what are they called and where to, not necessarily where to find it, but mainly what they're supposed to be called and what to know about them. So you're pulling it from, like I said, the middle onto the other side. Now for Muslimas who want more coverage, you can pin it right to the side of your face and onto the other side of your face. Because I'm wearing the glasses, I've already talked about that today. It makes it a little bit harder to put something over my ears, just because it adds pressure to the side of my temples. And if you guys are prone to headaches, if you always get like the pressure headaches, it might be because you're pinning too close to your ears. Actually, your ears are very, very sensitive. So if you can try and pin behind or over or behind there, it's always better than to actually pin right very close to it, where it'll add pressure to your ear. So that's just a little trick like that. So just pull it, and once again, this is my ear, bottom of my ear, pinning it right behind it, giving me the neck coverage I need with the space from my ears that I need. So that's the style so far. Now, I have all of these extra fabric on this side. So what I do to kind of not get rid of the extra fabric, but to add volume and at the same time add dimension to the look, just pull. So this is all that I have in the back here. I just kind of pull it over, and right near exactly where you pinned it, like right behind where you, I'm just showing you, you pinned all these two here. Literally, I'm just going to pin this one right on top so you can't really see where I pinned them. Take the pin and then there you go. So it gives you this very flowy look, absolutely very princessy, which I was kind of going for, which is why I have a tiara on my head. You don't have to do this. I was pinning it mainly because I have this cute little button which my aunt gave me, which says happy birthday in French. So just because my aunt gave it to me, and it's kind of a special gift to me because I'm kind of a big birthday nerd. I love my birthday. I decided to pin. There you go. So I add that little pin there. I guess you could add just a brooch if you really wanted to. As I said, you don't need to. To me, it's just really because I wanted the birthday pin in there that my aunt gave me. So it gives it the look. It's just for the idea. You get the drift. Anyway, so that's the birthday look. It gives you, I'll show you, tons and tons of coverage, like gigantic amounts of coverage, and it's super flowy. It is a very princessy look. I think that depending on what color you're wearing, it might be a huge difference, but for this, I think it's just the perfect look. What I was thinking could be cool too is if you're having too much fabric, or you're having issues with too much fabric, you could always kind of crinkle it a little bit more and add layers and layers upon layers, and that way you'll have a little bit less fabric if you're not interested in having as much. Though I have to say, I think that this looks fantastic. This look, like I said, it took me forever to try and figure it out how to use it, because with like scarves that are much shorter, it still kind of works, but it doesn't give you like, I was having issues with having the scarf go down enough or cover enough on the chest. I don't know, I didn't really like it so much. So I think that the maxi scarves are absolutely fantastic, and especially in this color because it makes me very much the spring princess that my mom used to call me, so works for me. Alright, well, that's the look. I hope you like it. I hope you find a way to rock it. I started doing some live sessions once in a while, so I usually advertise them really last minute on my Facebook page. So if you haven't liked my Facebook page yet, please do so, because that's where I advertise it. That's where I'll find out. I'm also on Twitter, so once in a while I'll try and post them on Twitter. Basically what I do is just Google Plus Hangouts, where I will teach you one-on-one classes or with small groups. So if you're interested in any of those one-on-one classes, please contact me and we can get something going for you. Alright, well, stay tuned and peace and blessing, everybody.